Morning, Adventure Cats. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We have internet. Yay! And we have like the best upload speed we've ever had. So hopefully today, no skipping. All right. So this morning we are making a burger mix, and this is completely vegan, and it's got three main ingredients. It has walnuts that we have soaked overnight. It has mushroom skins, and it has mushrooms themselves. And the reason why this is important, this is texture based, right? So this will create kind of a springy, uh, for those of you who remember what meat tastes like, if you remember you bite into a piece of meat and it's got kind of like a little springy back to it, we get that from the walnut. Now, from the mushroom skin, but I'm not going to pick that up because they're just thawed and they're squishy. We get the stringiness that, when you go to like pull, everyone has pulled apart a piece of chicken at some point in their life, or probably or something like that, or cheese for you to pull the pieces off. That's the texture we get from the mushroom skins. Is like the there's a word for it. I don't know the word, but that it gives us that. And then for the for the rest of the texture, we're getting that from the mushroom itself. So like I said, we have three different textures that we're going to put together. And remember, as this is a hamburger base, so this later will become tacos, it will become nachos, it will become shepherd's pie, it will become the meat that you put in your spaghetti sauce. So we're not going to overspice this bit. There's going to be some salt, there is going to be some dextrose, which I totally forgot to bring downstairs. Could you bring me like a little thing of dextrose, pretty please, and like half a teaspoon scooper. and there is going to be grains of paradise, or for those of you who are not allergic to black pepper, you can use black pepper instead. But that's basically it. We may throw in a little bit of cayenne, we might not, but like our goal here is to have something that will harmonize with whatever we stick it in. Like if we go to make tacos, we will add taco mix spices and then we cook it again. So this is the beginning, the very, very base. Alrighty, now you're going to discover this is actually really easy to make, and it is not very time consuming. Only downside of doing it the way we're doing it though is I have to do a little bit of time. And move our mat over here so we are comfortable. Okay, alrighty, and good morning, Mom, and good morning, Gordy, and good morning to everyone else who's just tuned in. Good morning. I hope your day is absolutely amazing. I hope it goes good at and yeah. Now, if you're looking for like quantities, what is our quantities like? Okay, so we have 2 cups of the walnuts. Then we have, once again, about 2 cups of the mushrooms. And then we have about a cup of the mushroom skins for like ratios here. And as this is an experiment, when we get to the end, I might be like, actually, you want XYZ amount, XYZ amount, and XYZ amount. Because normally I would also be adding in tofu, both for the extra protein, because it's protein, but also for like the added springiness that tofu has. But for those of you who have soya allergies or sensitivities or just don't want to have soy in your diet for whatever reason, this here is going to be an alternative that is packed with protein, but is soy-free. Meow, 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 meow. And also meat-free. You just eat meat. Oh my god, I was looking up soy replacements, and the main one was, they're like, or you could have meat. There's like, there was like a couple of like nuts and stuff on the list, but then there was like 5 different, there was like, or you could have chicken, or you could have beef, I was like, wow. Like if someone's looking up soy replacements, they're probably not, I probably already thought of things like chicken. you know. I'm like, doesn't it go without saying? You'd think it would go without saying. But apparently not. So you should be aware, for those of you who eat meat, can use it to replace soy in dishes. Yeah. If you've had burgers from like fast food places, odds are you've had soy in your burger. Good morning, Totem Cake. I think it was a pretty common filler for a long time. It's actually okay. So if you were not soy intolerant, it's really great. It is one of the few non-meat full proteins out there, and it's got like it's really spiffy. It is very spiffy. Um, like I said, for those with who have the issue, then soy-free is the answer for them. Meow, meow, meow. Indeed, 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 indeed. And you know, soy sauce also, that is soy. Because, oh yeah. Has soy in its name. It's got soy in its name. Alright, again, going. We gotta crunch all these up. Now, for those who are like, do I have to let it soak overnight? You can soak it for like an hour, but I don't recommend it. The longer it spends in the water, the more it absorbs the water and becomes the texture you want. And also gets rid of the bitterness because you soak the skin off. So there's no bitter walnut flavor, which is important. Nobody likes that. Oh, okay, don't do it anyways. I thought like, sorry, my ambidextrous is not. Okay, all right, that was. Not gonna argue with you about it. We've had, and you were welcome. You are welcome. I do this for you. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Also meow. Tell me, da 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 na na. Didn't you do it for you? Mm-hmm. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, there we go. We're do it again, and then this gets scraped in, and then on to the next one. Yay! Oh, and we're also be adding a little bit of oil. A little bit of oil to make the frying process go a little bit better for us. Because otherwise, let me do that. Okay. Now, the reason we're chopping up the walnuts into smaller chunks is because our goal here is we're making hamburger, right? So we want this to be kind of hamburgery. So we'll want big chunks, little chunks, but all of them be relatively small in their chunkiness. Yes, you very much are, Totem King. Because allergies suck. As brave a face that anyone puts on the whole allergy situation, they blow. Most of it, you're like, I'll just be positive. Be positive. We'll get through this. We'll find things that taste good. So being able to just be able to like accept the food that's put in front of you is like highly fortunate. Be like, yay! If your only concern is, does it taste good? Then that is a wonderful concern to have. Uh-huh. Yeah, you will, because you can literally eat everything. But I get you. I get you. You're like, I'm not picky. Trying to say I am not picky. Pudding's King is all like, feed me, please. just feed. Did I not have to cook it? Wonderful. I will eat whatever that is. Ready? Next set's ready to go in. Now you can do some of this in a food processor, but you've got to be really careful because it is very, very easy to accidentally make nut butter. You're like, oh great. I'm like, how are the walnuts coming along? You're like, well, you've made an absolutely lovely nut butter. It's like, damn it. Damn it. Good morning, Excel Jester. How is your day going so far? Meow, 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 meow. We is working on some burger mix. Yay! And not, smashing things off the table. Yes, yeah, indeed. Yeah, if you use a food processor, Excel Jester, to chop nuts, occasionally you accidentally end up with nut butter. Gotta be really careful about it. Meow, 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 meow. Good morning. How are you doing? How is the life, the universe, and the glorious morning? This is a recipe that you may like. Although this is completely soy-free as well as meat-free and everything else like that. So we've taken our walnuts and we have soaked them overnight in the fridge. And then we have our mushroom skins and our mushrooms, and we are going to be using this to make the burgers. Or well, eventually the burgers. Right now we're making the basic burger that goes into all the other burgers. As you will. For you. I love wasabi. Nice. Nice. 42. That is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. This is true. But yeah. It is look good with extra look good on the side. Also look good. Oh, also I actually did my second day of fitness last night. It happened. So I'm happy to report that thanks to your love and support, I'm on day 2, and we danced again. Oh, I was tired at the end of it though. Yesterday was intense dance. Lots of jumping. Oh woo. Meow. Indeed, we can dance. We wanna. But leave your worries behind. 'Cause your worries don't dance, and if they don't dance, they're no friends of mine. But yeah, so we did it. We're gonna do it again today. And then on Saturday or Sunday, I haven't decided which day is it yet, I'll post the picture in both the Discord and on the Twitter of our first week of progress. And then. As a whip. Yeah, no, that's Totem King. There is dance. What game? Oh, no game. It's okay. There's a fitness trainer who does hip hop dancing. His name is Mike Beals, and he has some like really great fun videos that are fun. Like they're like 20 to 30 minute workouts, and they're really fun to follow along with. They're really high intense energy, and and they do a good job. I just have to actually do them. I have to actually, show up and dance. But yeah, no way. So no game, just fitness video. It is the fun. Yeah, cardio dance. High intense cardio dance. And yesterday was leg day. It was leg day, so there was lots of squats in between the dancing as well. So I'm like, oh, I forgot. Day 2 is leg day. Oh, what? Systems. Oh, the systems. just, you know, doing things the totem thing. But yeah, no, okay, so not all wasabi is the horseradish. Horseradish is like the knockoff wasabi. Like, I don't know if any of us has ever had real wasabi. Like, I don't know if I've ever had real wasabi. I've eaten at many Japanese restaurants, but that doesn't mean any of the wasabi was real. Like, we'd probably have to put, like, the fake wasabi and the real wasabi beside each other on a table and taste them together. And then we would know the difference. But aside from that, like, it's spicy, it goes on the top. It's good, right? Right? But yeah, cardio dance. Cardio is a dancing. Yeah, and I almost got all the way to a 6-pack last time while doing it. And then I took, you know, a week off and then another week. And so, like I said, as I was saying earlier, I need you to help keep me motivated and keep doing it. Like on the week where I'm like, oh, I just want to take the week off. You're like, no, you can't do it, Frozen. Here's 6-pack. Come on, those washboard abs need you. Well, they do. They just need a little bit of extra love. A little bit. It's so close, so many times that I just need we all the way to washboard abs. Like it's not hard. It's not hard. 5 days a week, we do 20 to 30 minutes of exercise. That's it. That's all I need. That's all I need. Is it really? Like, have you tried both? Or did you look that up? Like, has you experienced both the horseradish and the wasabi? Quiet. Here we go. That is ready to go in. Alright, we're almost done with the walnuts. The walnuts are almost chopped. Azoo. And it just dawned on me after all of this chopping that I think I want to fry the mushroom skins first. But that's okay. That's okay, because I can pour all this back into here. Okay. So you're like, I heard it through the grapevine. Dun, dun, dun. Do. Meow. Do. Back. You ever notice that walnuts look like little brains? they do. They look like tiny, itty bitty little brains. Could say they are brain food. Meow. Alright. So really, regular wasabi is more mild than... That is cool. Then I'm pretty sure I have never tasted real wasabi. I can almost guarantee it, because it's always tasted spicy as all hell. So, yeah, probably all just the horseradish. Azoo. Okay. Going. Azoo. And you're like, why did we want to put the mushroom skins in first? It's like, well, let me tell you. Because we want them to get like a specific texture, and we want them to be a little more cooked than the rest of it when it goes in, and the walnuts will dilute the issue. There will be many walnuts, and then these won't get a little crisp, and we want them to be a little bit crisp, just a smidgen pigeon crisp for the other stuff. Azoo. So we're trying to get some of the liquid out, basically. And like I said, the walnuts will muddy that water, as it were. in the beginning. So we will instead, well, first I'm going to put everything in. You're like, why? Okay. Because that's a really big bowl. This is a very little bowl. And getting it off of the cutting board into the bowl, this side of the bowl is significantly easier. And I can use a spoon to move them. See? Spoon. Meow, meow. Interesting. Very, very interesting. That is cool. Alrighty. Get our knife prepared for the next thing. Huzzah. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. And then we're going to take that spoon. And, Mom, could you bring me a thing of dextrose and a half a tablespoon scoopy scoop? Just because, like, yeah, completely spaced. I'm bringing the dextrose down. I had everything out. I'm like, oh, I'm ready. Everything is here. Got everything but that. Got the salt, got all the things. Azoo. Alright, so we're going to put this aside here. And it's fine. It's fine. Sometimes you have a moment and you're like, oh, wait a minute. Did I do this in the right order? And you're like, no. And you're like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's alright. Azoo. There we go. Perfect. Thank you, madam. Oh, and a little a half teaspoon, like this one. Excellent. So we have the dextrose, which we will be needing. Azoo. Indeed. Okay. All right. So we have put this back over here. It's where it belongs. Now it is time for us to take these. And now, mushroom skins are something you freeze. You skin your mushrooms, you freeze them. So when you actually go to cut it up, it's this part on your finger. It's gonna be nasty. You're gonna be like, oh, what am I touching? It feels like I've put my fingers in eels, and that's fine. It's fine. That is the joy and wonder that is mushroom skins. And after you've thawed them from being dead frozen, you're like, what? Eels? Yes. Yeah. You're like, have you ever put your fingers in? Yes, I have. But that's okay. That is okay because that is why one of the reasons they get fried first. Thank you. That is one of the reasons why they go first. So this is a very desired and happy texture. It's just like I said. It's a slimy Mario. And that is okay. That is okay. That is just what it is. It is what it is, and we just all live with it. Okay. All up in the middle again, like so. We're going to give it one little go. I'm going to move this out of the way because we don't use it anymore. That doesn't sound pleasant, Totem King. You managed to make what is probably a highly desirable food undesirable. Woo! Now, I wanted to try wasabi, and now I don't. That is my least favorite part about swimming. Alrighty, there we go. Okay. There we go. So our skins are in. Yay! Also, that would somehow manage to make it through the process being ginormous. What the heck? There we go. Let's get these ones in too. Azoo. Okay. Now, I know a lot of you are probably tempted to add salt at this point. Be like, we should add the salt. No, we do not add the salt. And the reason we do not add the salt is the same reason we're not going to overspice it. It is because Tiger Bum is wasabi. Oh, okay. I love Tiger Balm. Tiger Balm is awesome. I use it all the time. I use it as lip gloss. You watch me use Tiger Balm on a regular basis. Like if I use the stick, it's not Tiger Balm. Whenever time you see me pull up that little thing and be like, with my pinky finger, that is Tiger Balm. It's very nice. Okay. All right, so we are going to turn this on to low heat. On induction, we're looking at 3.5, so medium low. Nope, not there. It's only, All right. Only problem with touch cooking surfaces is when you go to clean them while you're using them, it's like, They call it the good dream team. I see. All right, and then in goes our little bit of oil. Just a little bit. You're looking at about a teaspoon. If we end up needing more later, we could add it, but like start small and then go from there. Alrighty. Alrighty. You ready for that? It's time for us to do the rest of the mushrooms. Once again, because we actually waited for them to thaw, don't expect the touching to be a pleasant experience. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't have to be pleasant. It doesn't have to be pleasant on this part. What we need is for it to be pleasant when it goes in your mouth. That is the point where it needs to be. Yay! Now you can use fresh mushrooms instead of frozen mushrooms. I do not recommend using canned mushrooms for this. Texture-wise, it's they go through processing and they're a very different texture. Now you're probably also expecting that this is going to taste really, really mushroomy. That's where the walnuts come in. They will kind of help us mellow out the overwhelming mushroom flavor. Because walnuts are kind of neutral. They're not neutral the way that tofu is neutral, but they are you've all had walnuts probably. Walnuts, they're walnut flavored. And if you take away the bitter part, they're really, really, really mellow. So they make a really good balance. As you move. Let me have one. Just a second. Walnut that tried to escape. All right, and then, also in there. Okay. Extra okay on the side. Yay! As you will. I need a bigger table. Okay. You have walnuts in your smoothies? Nice. Tee-hee. Okay, you can see how these two are shaped completely. Like these are more cubical. That is more stringy, and that the stringiness is important for simulating the texture that you are used to when it comes to having meaty things. It helps. It helps a lot. Whereas this part is more the granules of the meat. Like I described poorly, but there's like three different textures when you bite into a burger, or uh, or any kind of meaty thing, right? And if you bite into something that doesn't have those three textures as a replacement, you're like, it's not quite the same. And sometimes not quite the same is good. Sometimes not quite the same is like not what you were hoping for. And so this is a way to get as close to the same as we possibly can. So that you still get to enjoy the textures even if you were not enjoying the thing in specific. Very close. Bring them together. Yeah, doing this left-handed is weird. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I bet. I bet chestnuts would go really well. But we'd have to roast them over an open fire. Chestnuts roasted over an open fire. Okay, and now it is time to add in our chunks. Chunky. Chunky, chunky, chunky. Okay, and now that we are done with the cutting board gets to go into the sink. Okay, this can join it as well. Chisel, we can order if this doesn't go well. Hearts chisel. But no, it will. It will. We've done variations of this before. I have a dragon! I have a dragon! Yes! Yes! Yes, yes, yes. But can you name the specific dragon? Now this is the question. Dun, dun, dun. I'll help you out. I will help you out. Do you remember this dragon in specific? Is this dragon familiar to you? It's true. It is true. A lot of vegan food is underrated. You've absolutely seen it somewhere. I'll give you a little bit, think about the wings, think about the tail, you recognize this tail? Alright. Okay, I'm gonna put these in the sink as well. Alright. Alright. Okay, now that is out of the way. James Bond dragon. I know. It's all good. Think about it. Lord of the Ring? No. Think more video game. Zoom. Ooh, spying. Ooh. Again. Oh, no, not Yoshi. You're getting closer, though. You're getting closer. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now that we're at this point, we're gonna turn this up to actually medium heat. So we're no longer medium low. We are now medium. Medium, medium. Yes. Okay. So think video game where the dragon is the star. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. And now we're gonna start getting our spicing ready. So we have our dextrose, check. We have our salt, check. And no, we're not going to use all of these things. This is just because, like, I want. So each of these are half teaspoons. We're going to be putting in half teaspoons. Then we have, dun dun dun, grains of paradise. For those of you who are allergic to black pepper, this is amazing. It tastes like black pepper. It looks like black pepper. It works like black pepper. It is not black pepper. Remember this, grains of paradise. And if you're not allergic to black pepper, you can go ahead and use black pepper. You can go right ahead and use it. And then a wee bit of cayenne pepper. And that is all we're going to need. And so that's me, you're not. I'll give you another hint. Chisel. This dragon owns a skateboard. Okay, so once we've gotten most of the liquids out, like once I'm not seeing like little bits of liquid here, we're gonna add in the walnuts next. And then, you're still lost? Okay, alright. Okay, I'll give it to you. Spyro the dragon. He is adorable, he has a little skateboard. His little adventures. But yeah, so weird. Spying. I love Spyro. Close. Spyro, yep. Yeah, well, you would have been right, because Spyro is 100% the dragon. Yeah, no, when I was looking for a dragon onesie, I was shocked to discover. I was like, that's Spyro! They didn't call it the Spyro dragon onesie. I just looked at it and I was like, I know that dragon. You stand by your cat. I don't know. I was thinking Yoshi was more dinosaur than dragon. And I will give you on that, technically all dinosaurs are dragons argument, because that's where we got the, looking at fossils and we're like, that must have been a dragon. They're like, no, that was a triceratops. Or what have you. Okay, so remember, our goal here is a meaty texture. We're looking to create a hamburger texture with just our mushrooms and walnuts. Oh yeah, fair. That is fair. Spyro definitely does. Very seriously, correctly. Oh, fair, but it's also, a culinary thing. Sometimes people are vegan for reasons other than, lifestyle choices. You must mention the gift you must. And sarcasm must be followed by a flash ass, so everybody knows. Alrighty. We're almost to the point liquefying or deliquefying. Dehydrating? We've almost unliquefied. We've almost made enough of the liquid go away to add the water. Okay, and then after we have fried it for a little bit, I'm going to give it a taste, and then we'll figure out exactly what we need to do for spices. Like I said, I know which spices we need. I know which ones they are. And we just have to, go from there. And remember, our goal for this is not to have this be too flavorful. And the reason for that is because later on, we're going to be making shepherd's pie with it. I have a taco plan, which is going to require taco seasoning. And then there's nachos and all kinds of other stuff. So we want to make absolutely certain that this will happily harmonize with whatever other spices we end up adding in later. Like, I like using this in curries. I like using this in chilies. So it's, so our goal here is something that's texturally pleasing, but overall bland. Bland, but still good tasting, but bland. Who needs bacon anyway? I miss bacon. Not the pig bacon though. There's like turkey bacon that you can get that's really nice. It's Indeed, indeed, indeed. We do. We do got this. We got this. We got this. It's just going to be a matter of time. Okay, we're going to want a little bit more oil, so we're going to upgrade ourselves to 2 teaspoons of oil. And you're going to want a neutral oil. Something like sunflower oil, safflower oil, canola oil. Something that doesn't have a lot of flavor on its own. Because once again, what it tastes like. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, they do actually do a really good job with simulated bacon bits, like the vegetarian ones. Those, the really good ones are indistinguishable from the real thing. Okay, what? Oh, sorry, my head. I'm like, yeah. And some of them are better because they don't have the fat granules. So played in my head for a second, and I'm like, which, you know, brings me to this, which is one of the nice things about making a vegan hamburger mix is that you will never run into the fat granules, like, or the where they like got the bone where it's been ground down. You'll never run into that bite. It's a weird texture where you're like, what is this? I'm not okay with this. It is. Oh, and it's going to be, like I said, delicious. All right, so our goal is base, so the blandish, not too flavorful, at least not too spicy. And we'll be able to do everything with this, from make burgers to everything else. Like this is the secret sauce, the secret spice, the secret meat. That's it. The smeat. This is our smeat. Meow, 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 meow. And once again, for those of you who are allergic to soy or have soy sensitivities or don't want to have it in your diet for whatever reason, this one is with soy-free. Look in there. It's like a escape. Now, if you have a mushroom issue or a walnut issue, I would not recommend this one. But if you're cool with mushrooms and walnuts, then this is going to be perfect for you. Oh, plain pasta is awesome. Do you mean like just the noodles with butter? Or do you mean like you want to have like a red sauce and just have it be like really basic? Okay, we're going to need a plate and a tasting spoon in a second so we can start doing the stuff with this. Tasting spoon, check. Check, check. Noodles? Yeah! Noodles, as in like, there's all kinds of noodles. Just spaghetti noodles, lasagna noodles, whatever the spiral noodles are called. And then there's the little bow tie noodles and the shell noodles. There's lots of noodles. You're right! You guessed correctly. It is Spyro. Very nice. Fusilli? What does fusilli look like? Yeah. Oh, and speaking of pasta, okay, so tonight I'm gonna psych myself up, and we are going to try the give me a second to remember what it's called. Xanthan gum. So we're gonna try the xanthan gum tonight. It's been enough days since we tried the tapioca for the tapioca to be out of my system, and we're gonna see if the xanthan gum is what we're allergic to. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that is not it. Like, admittedly, it's one of the least pain in the butt things to sub out, but at the same time, it's like, oh, I'm just scared. I'm scared. I was gonna take it this morning, but I was like, what if I'm allergic and then I have to stream all day? I'm like, oh, that'd be terrible. So yes, I'll do it in the evening, and we'll see if we have a reaction, and if not, then yay. And that means that green slates us for the brownies tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, right? Or is it Thursday? Help me out, what day is it? I'm all off kilter because we had those internet issues. And we had to take a whole day off because of internet woos. Or, well, technically, there's like 2 half days, but you know what I mean. You were the first person to guess, Yoshi. Today is Wednesday? Ah, thank you. Okay. Oh, that means tomorrow is the day we make the fancy, you know, where you get the wrap and you fold it in, you put the cheesy stuff inside, and then you like and you make it that fun octagon, and then you fry it on both sides, and you got the melty cheese. That's what we're making. And there we go. You put a picture in. Thank you, Totem Cake. Alrighty. It's spice time. It is time for the spice. I'm gonna turn it down to 4.5. Alright, so let's take our bite and figure out what it needs. Okay, it definitely needs salt. Alright, half a teaspoon of salt, check. Half a teaspoon of dextrose, check. Oh, we're about to have half a teaspoon anyway. Check. Alright. Grains of Paradise! One-fourth of a teaspoon. Here we go. You might sleep. Alright, fair. Hope you have an amazing, amazing rest of the day. Well, I hope your sleep is good. I have beautiful dreams. Beautiful dreams! Not noise. Noise. Aw, thank you for the follow, Jizzle. And sleep well. I hope you have, like I said, I hope they're beautiful. I hope they are beautiful. How do I keep winning the Jump Cat game? How do I keep winning? Did we get bombed? It just reminds me of the Life is Life thing. I can't remember what it's from, but there's like a... Which then brings me to the Cries of the Carrots. I seriously love that album. Okay, and in a second we're going to give it a taste, and we're going to see how much cayenne pepper it needs. Like I said, we're not going to add very much, just going to need a little bit. A smidgen pigeon. As you will. Okay, that's more in line with what I'm going for. Okay. A tiny, little, itty bitty bit. Like this much. You see how much is on my spoon? This is like 1/16th, maybe 1/34th teaspoon. Like not very much. It doesn't need just a tiny, tiny little bit. Like itty bitty. This is the itty bitty cayenne committee. It's not going to be more of that. Okay. Okay, so once this is made, it's going to go directly into, well, we're going to let it cool, and then it will go directly into little packages that get tossed in the freezer. You're going to want to store it in 1-cup containers, or 1-cup portions. Because typically, when you go to add it to stuff, you're going to want about 1 cup. Sometimes you want to. And when you go to warm it up again, like you're just going to take the frozen whatever, you're going to pop it in a pan, and you're going to use that to do your reheating. And that is going to do wonderful, wonderful things for you. Okay, unless you're making burgers, in which case, leave it out, let it thaw, and then do whatever it is you need to do to make your burgers happen. But yeah, for our plans for this one in specific is those fancy, Quizzadella? I don't know. The thing with the thing. The tomorrow's thing. Crunchy wraps. What? the thing. The fancy one and shepherd's pie. That is like the, and then maybe, assuming we have some left over, then we're going to save those to either make tacos or nachos. Like, I has a hankering. Would make happy. Okay. Let's take another sip. Or not a sip. Yes, we're gonna take a sip of this. You're like, how does one sip a solid? I'll get back to you on that. Better. Okay, so we're going up to 3/4 of a teaspoon there. No, 2/4. So we're up to half. Sorry, have a moment. In my head, we'd already added another 1/4. Okay. Okay, we're gonna be really careful with this. Another half teaspoon, and another half teaspoon. So 1 teaspoon of each at this point. Azuru, 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 azuru. And for those of you who are like, is this going to take exactly like beef or pork? No. No, it is not. But it is going to taste satisfying. And that is the goal. And like I said, mild. Our goal here is mild. Mild so that we can add other spices to it and it will just happily become whatever we want it to be. Now, if you don't happen to have dextrose at home, you can use sugar. But if you're using regular sugar, half whatever it is. Dextrose is way less sweet tasting when you go to add it to things. So if I was using like regular sugar instead of 1 teaspoon, it would be half a teaspoon. So I would have been adding it in 1/4 of a teaspoon at a time. Because I have found like you need twice as much dextrose to get the same amount of sweet out of something, which is really, really nice for making stuff like chocolate. Like you're making a dark chocolate and you don't want it to be overwhelmingly sweet. Dextrose is awesome. Awesome for that. But if you're trying to make something overwhelmingly sweet, yeah, the amount of extra that has to go in to make that happen is terrifying. Alrighty. Plus, no, not really fond of overly sweet things, so it works out. Okay. It's looking beautiful. Okay. Okay, now sometimes I like to add onions at this phase. This time I did not because I know there's a lot of you out there who have issues with onions. So we made this base with like very basic base so that it maximizes the amount of people who can actually ingest it and be all happy. So no garlic, no onions. Love it. We're gonna add them. We'll add them later. Okay, good. Not too flavorful. Okay. It is the finish. It's a little more salty than I would have liked. We probably should have put in, instead of a full teaspoon of salt, maybe like half a teaspoon and then another 1/4 of a teaspoon. But all in all, that'll balance out in the end. We add the other ingredients and stuff, so that's okay. Make it all pretty and take a picture of it. I'm gonna make a little heart. Meow meow. So, today's lesson on how to make pretty pictures out of food. Sometimes you have a food like this, which in and of itself is not really pretty on its own, but you can do things like what I'm doing right now. Kind of like give it a little bit of a shape. It's like, hamburger, not that attractive. It's just not. That's okay. It is what it is, right? But, hearts make people feel loved. So we're going to put a little heart into it. And then we take a picture of our heart and we use that as our photo for some food. Yeah. Alrighty. And then the other thing for food. Now, normally I would tilt this. I'm not going to today because the pan is sloped. Also because tilting something that's hot is bad idea. Bad idea. However, we can still do portrait mode. And remember, at least 6 photos. The answer is 6. You must have at least 6 photos. If you don't do 6, you're going to be disappointed. Probably with the photos you took, and then you'll be all sad because you can't redo, right? Or as right now. And angles. And remember, where you put this on your wide shots is very important. And then straight above. And then. Okay, there we go. We have enough shots. This should be enough for me to pick out one that's like really, really nice. Okay, and then other important thing, when you go to clean up, do it right away. Do it right away. Put over this to cool. Get everything sorted right away, because this way later you won't have like stuff welded to other things. It is a pain in the butt to clean things off after it's had a chance to like become a part of whatever your surface is. You're like, no, I can't get it off. It won't come off. Whereas like in the beginning, like right now, you can just be like wipe, 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 and it's gone. Now we are. Okay, and now it is time for us to go chill with the glory and wonder that is Hearthstone. So give me a second, I will get that loaded up. For those of you on YouTube, if you want to continue following along, change the dot cooking at the end of the name to dot, or no dot, just Feroce's PK. And please remember to like, follow, and subscribe. Hearts with extra hearts. Also hearts. It is important. It is important. Makes me feel love. Also brings us closer to eventually being able to monetize the channel. You're like, wait, we are monetized on Twitch. What are you not talking about on YouTube? Talking about on YouTube. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Okay, give me 1 second. I will get the glory and wonder that is Hearthstone stood up, and then we'll move the camera. Okay. As you view.